Hi, welcome to WebinarKit review video. In this WebinarKit review video, we're talking about absolutely everything I need to know about WebinarKit. That is a platform I need to try out, it's a platform I need to check out, it's a platform that will be of benefit to you, or just another platform out there that I need to run away from and not waste your time and money on. We'll be looking at all of this in this WebinarKit review video. We're also looking at what WebinarKit is all about, as what are the features, what are the benefits of WebinarKit, what is time to get using WebinarKit, and as well looking at the users of WebinarKit, that is that is the users of the users of webinar that is who can actually make use of webinar kits. We're looking at all of this in this webinar kits review video. We're also looking at the pros and the cons, that is the good and the bad side of webinar kits. For every product out there that is doing amazing, that is doing well, look at it very carefully. You find out that it's also got its own bad side. So we're looking at the interesting part and as well as the bad side of webinar kits. We're also looking at the pricing plans, that is the different pricing plans that webinar kits has got in store for you, as to the different features, as to the different capabilities, as to what they can actually handle, which is why it's very important for you to stick to the end of this webinar kits review video. So I'm going to show the pricing plans that webinar kits has got in store for you. We're also looking at what others are saying about webinar kits. That is, the present and existing users of webinar kits, what they are saying about it. Which means you do not necessarily have to listen to all I have to say about webinar kits, but going to see what other users of webinar kits are saying about it. We're also looking at my final recommendation as to what I personally feel about webinar kits. Is it a tool that I need to try out? Is it a tool that I need to check out? Is it a tool that will be of benefit to you? Or just another time wasting and money wasting tool out there that you need to run away from? Which is why it is very important for you to stick to the end of this webinar kits review video. So I get to show the important tips I'm about to draw up about webinar kits. Now to webinar kits review in full. This is webinar kits homepage. This is webinar kits homepage. Now what does webinar kits actually do? Webinar kits is actually a webinar hosting is actually a webinar hosting and management platform that actually allows people to easily manage your optimize and manage your webinar your webinar session. So if you're actually looking to actually enhance your webinar creations, can actually make use of webinar kits to help to achieve this. Now let's look at the pros of webinar kits. Number one, it allows you to build high converting webinar funnel pages. As well, make use of webinar kits. Webinar kit actually allows you to easily build those high converting webinar pages that are actually allows you to easily create be able to easily create converting webinar registration page and as well as thank you pages right from using your webinar kit. So that people allow so that people with a drag and drop builder that can easily make use of them to easily create that high converting webinar funnel pages from your registration down to your from your registration page down to your thank you pages. And also you also allow people to easily choose from their ready made and high converting templates. So if you don't want to actually start from scratch to actually build that webinar funnel pages, you can usually choose from their ready made templates. And also you can easily add HTML conversion and pixel tracking scripts for or any other thing that you need to know how to actually. And also it also allows you, so it actually ensures that you are able to easily onboard your users effectively without stress. So it actually provides with a blazing fast pages, 100% mobile optimized and mobile page builder option. Number two, it also allows you to host live webinars and pre-recorded webinars. That is when you make use of webinar kits. Webinar kit actually allows you to host live webinars and as well as pre-recorded webinars. So it means that you can easily run a live event and interact with your audience in real time, or you can use a pre-recorded video and run the event as a webinar on demand. So this flexibility is actually very particular to you if you actually want to actually reach a global audience or want to actually schedule your webinars to actually hold on demand. So this actually helps you to be able to easily help to easily maximize your reach by giving you all these two options. So you can actually use your hosting, can easily host live webinars or use a pre-recorded webinar for you to be able to easily enhance your reach, thereby able to easily enhance your business engagement and as well as conversion. Number three, it also provides you with an internal notification feature. They make use of webinar kits. Webinar kit actually provides with an omni-channel notification feature and actually allows you to be able to easily text. It actually allows you to be able to easily make use of emails, text message, and calendar to actually follow up your audience. So it actually provides you with a one-click webinar registration for you to not to be able to for users not to actually miss on webinar registration and as well. So this actually easily increase your event registration and show up rates. And also it actually provides you the built-in email that actually lets you easily follow up with people multiple times before, during, and after your webinar event. And also provide you the built-in text messaging that actually takes just a minute, a second to turn on. And also provide with this automatic Google Calendar reminder that actually helps to easily boost your attendance from those who actually lose track of time, and as well as your time free pages that actually allow to be able to automatically add calendar and sharing the event with others. You have to help you to easily maximize your event visibility. So that actually provide with an omni-channel notification feature that actually has to be able to easily increase your event registration and as well as show up rates. So you can easily make use leverage, you can easily make use of the email test and as well as the calendar follow-up system to help to easily ensure this. Number four, it will significantly save you time, money, and stress. That is the time, the money, and the stress that's involved in you managing to actually host your own webinars or trying to actually generate generate a webinar funnel page. You now able to easily maximize your webinar conversion. It actually saves that time, saves that money as well as the stress. Number five, it provides you with powerful engagement tools. That is, they make use of webinar kits. Webinar kit actually provides you with powerful engagement tools that actually helps you to really skyrocket your conversions and as well as sales. So that helps you easily boost your audience engagement with its live chatting feature. Like I said, that allows you to easily chat live with your audience while they actually watch your pre-recorded webinar videos, and also allows you to easily let your attendees interact with you or your team via a question box on your webinar. So these questions are actually sent directly to your email, allowing you to be able to easily respond from the comfort of anywhere that you are, and you can easily display fully customizable offers during your presentation to help you really skyrocket your conversion as well by giving your attendees a visual call to action, a direct link to your checkout page, and even a countdown timer for maximum urgency. Number six, you've got a great customer support. Now, for any product that I newly introduced to, there's likelihood I may encounter some difficulties while trying to use it for the first time. That's where the customer support comes in. They're always available to you whenever you contact them. So you have to resolve whatever issues, whatever difficulties that might be having, so they can have a smooth and great sale. Number seven, it also provides you with analytical insight into the performance of your webinar. That is, when you make the webinar kit actually provide you with analytical insight into the performance of your webinar. So you'll be able to actually offer, you actually be able to see advanced analytics and reporting. So I can easily track key metrics such as your attendance, your engagement, and as well as conversion. So this can actually help you to really improve the effectiveness of your webinars and make data-driven decision in order to actually enhance the performance of your webinars. That's because of webinar kits. At the time of making this webinar kits review video, I've not really found any bad side as to webinar kits. But for any product out there that is doing amazing, that is doing well, there's always room for improvement. So every webinar kit can actually be better. You can actually improve on their services. Now to the pricing plans of webinar kits. The best minimum plan for educator with webinar kits is $8.10 per month. The best minimum plan for educator with webinar kits is $8.10 per month. But once other pricing plans, as well as different features, as well as different capabilities, as to what they can actually handle. And once you see the pricing plan are most stable for your own usage, there's a link in this video description I can actually click on to see full pricing for the various packages and the offers, and as well as discounts that they come with. What's the different pricing plan that webinar kits has got in store for you, as well as different features, as well as different capabilities, as to what they can actually handle. And what's the pricing plan of most stable for your own usage, there's a link in this video description I can actually click on to see the full pricing for the various packages and the offers, and as well as the discounts that they come with. Like I said before, the best minimum plan for this webinar is $8.10 per month. Now, to users of webinar kit, this is Rona. I said someone who is not so tech, someone who is not so tech savvy, and I was setting up my evergreen webinar funnel for the first time, I can tell that WebinarKit is a very user-friendly platform, and everything is so easy to understand. Their community support is great, and whenever I had questions, they responded very quickly. I highly recommend this platform for anyone who is looking to build a webinar funnel in a fast and easy way. Okay, this is Josh. He said this is so easy to use. This is an easy to use webinar funnel creation and hosting platform. It has all technology features you need to host a profitable webinar. All right, that's my final recommendation as to what I personally feel about Webinar Kit. If I would say it's got a great platform that's reasonably easy to use, it's very efficient for hosting professional and engaging webinars with its engagement tools and analytics capabilities, making it a valuable tool for businesses looking to connect with their audience and gain valuable insight to save you time and stress and also get you the best out of your effort by exponentially streamlining your webinar creation experience. It's also got a great customer support. Like I said before, it's got a great customer support. They're always available to you whenever you contact them to help resolve whatever issues, whatever difficulties that I might be having, so that I can have a smooth and great sale. I'll say again, they are what we've got to start the primary function of the webinar hosting and management software out there. Now, for everything I've said about Webinar Kit, I feel Webinar Kit is something like to try, something like to check out. It's something want to use to host and manage engaging and professional webinars. There's a special link in this video description I can actually click on right now to get started at the very original discounted price I won't find elsewhere. Once you have webinar kits, once our webinar kits can actually do for you. There's a special link in this video description I can actually click on right now to get started at the very original discounted price I won't find elsewhere. Thanks for watching my video review. don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. And if you've got any questions or any inquiries about webinar kits, don't forget to make use of the comment section, and I'll try as much as possible to attend to each and every question asked. Thank you for watching my video review once again. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel.